Okay, I'm here. First and foremost, I want to apologize. I just noticed I had it on the Be Right Back screen, not the not the starting soon screen. Anyways, I'm only just a little bit late because I was setting up. Oops, sorry. We'll do this because I was setting up a fountain for my cats to drink out of. So now my cats have a fountain to drink from, which I figured was much more important than anything else at the moment. Hopefully the audio's okay.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall.
So loud.
And from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation.
I've played this game 100 times, but I very rarely watch it, so bear with me.
The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevail. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon.
My dishwasher's running, so I have to keep my...
Maker, help us all.
So you guys don't pick up on my dishwasher running. Okay. So I've seen that intro very few times, given how much I've played this game. Okay, no, Katie. Sorry, Katie. Okay, so for anyone who didn't watch yesterday, I wanted to go through this series starting from Origins all the way to there's Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age Inquisition, Dragon Age the Veilguard. Theoretically, the only one that should take a long time is the third one. But I don't know a lot of people who are super invested in this game, so I wanted to stream it and share my interest with everyone. Because I love this game. I absolutely love it. So, I already have everything planned out. I hope... Okay, so... Well, kind of. I have my... Oh my goodness, sorry. I have my, class. That's what I was looking for. Class planned. Let's see. So, we'll be... Okay, human, generic, boring. I don't think I want to be human. Let's be... generic elf. Also, to be fair, in DA2, they force you to be a human, so I can justify this. And it's gonna be a rogue. And then... I wish they had the ability to have the mage class and not have the one background, but that's a different story. Okay, so... Dalish Elf, proud of your role as one of your fellow true elves, you've always assumed you would spend your life with your tribe until a chance encounter with a relic of your people's past threatens to tear you away from everything you have ever known. And by the way, I'm not telling anyone any of the little notes and spoilers that come up per game. There's a lot of Easter eggs in the last game compared to these ones. City Elf, you have always lived under the heavy thumb of your human overlords. But when a local lord claiming privilege with the bride shatters your wedding day, the simmering racial tensions explode in a rain of vengeance. So, we'll be Dalish. This is so ghetto. Look, it's the Xbox 360 menu. Oh, I have my clock set to the 24-hour clock.
Greetings.
I used to deal a lot with the 24-hour clock at my job, so I think I have everything set at the 24-hour clock still. I still do deal with it a decent amount. Okay, so we'll be... To be fair, it doesn't really matter. We'll do... this one... Now, since... Okay, so this doesn't matter to people who don't know Dragon Age lore, but I feel like since I'm a Dalish Elf, I need to have the tattoo. Or, in this case, it's called Valasleen. But there's one specific one I think I want. And each of them represent a different elven god, for anyone who doesn't know. I can drop Dragon Age lore for probably days and days and days. The one I want to use with this character is this one. Let's see, what color should I pick? We'll go this one. High intensity. I was considering playing this on the PC, but I decided I'd rather actually do it on the Xbox. As much as I like playing with mods, I don't want to this time around. We'll do bright red. Excuse me. Look at these eyebrows. Tiny little nose there. We'll do chin height. No, oops, I did that the wrong way. Do some big honking ears here. We'll do I know there's a lot more you can do with the portraits in the PC version. do, this one, I guess. No, voice,
No! It is gone!
How do you do?
Greetings.
Greetings.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Greetings.
Greetings.
How do you do?
Damn, lost the spout!
we'll do cocky. Good old cocky. Though, during this playthrough, I have a funny story to tell about this particular voice. It's a joke between my sister and I, when we used to play Dragon Age together. Let's see, we'll do... Good to get some strength up, get coercion up, definitely get deft hands, and we'll... what should I do? I think... Because the funny thing is, I have my class picked out in every game so far. Friendly fire inflicts full damage. Friendly fire between or a party inflicts half damage. For most players, your party is immune to friendly fire. For players new to role-playing games. So the last time I went through it, I did actually go on casual because I wanted to try to start getting all the achievements, but I opted out. But before that, I did this, and I'm not doing it again. We'll do normal. You cannot get me to do Nightmare.
You were born amidst the Dalish elves, noble wanderers who refused to join the society of humans that subjugated their homeland so long ago. The Dalish travel the land in tightly knit clans, struggling to maintain their half-forgotten law in a human world that fears and despises them. You spend your time hunting with your clanmate Tamlin in the forests, and as is sometimes the case, your quarry is not always the local wildlife.
It's a Dalish!
And you three are somewhere you shouldn't be.
Let us pass, Elf. You have no right to stop us.
No? We will see about that, won't we?
Hey, it's me.
You're just in time. I found these humans lurking in the bushes. Bandits, no doubt.
We aren't bandits, I swear. Please don't hurt us.
I swear.
You Shemlin are pathetic. It's hard to believe you ever drove us from our homeland.
We've never done nothing to you, Dalish. We didn't even know this forest was yours.
This forest isn't ours, fool. You've stumbled too close to our camp. You Shems are like vermin. We can't trust you not to make mischief. What do you say, Lethaline? What should we do with them?
What should we do with them? Should I have a chaotic playthrough? I think chaotic's fun.
I like the sound of that. Anything to say in your defense, Shems?
Look, we didn't come here to be trouble. We just found a cave.
Yes, a cave. With ruins like I've never seen. We thought there might be,
Treasure? So you're more akin to thieves than actual bandits. So would I. I've never heard of ruins in these parts.
But I have proof. Here, we found this just inside the entrance.
It's been a hot minute
stone
since I've
has
been through
carvings.
this particular game too.
Is this Elvish?
I'm not this
written
inside this
Elvish?
origin story.
There's more in the ruins. We didn't get very far in, though. There was a demon. It
Now you
was
just skip all
huge
the
with black
dialogue.
eyes. Thank the Maker we were able to outrun it.
A demon. Where is this cave?
Just off the west, I think. There's a cave in the rock face and a huge hole just inside.
Well, do you trust them? Shall we let them go?
Should we let them go? I feel like being chaotic would be fun. I don't want to be too chaotic, though. now.
Yes. One could expect no less from a Shem. This will not take long.
I can be careful.
Well, shall we see if there's any truth to this story? These carvings make me curious. And if we find anything, the Keeper will want to know.
It's more fun to be chaotic. Okay, so... Oh yeah, they start you off without your bow. Oh yeah, and I have all this stuff. I'm not going to use any of it, for me personally, until I can. So we'll equip that. And I have it. The way I see it, I worked very hard to get all the stuff unlocked, so I'm going to use it, even if it feels cheap. Well, some of the stuff I'm pretty sure was DLC, kind of. But I can't remember. It's been so long, I can't tell you. We'll do... I know some of these are bugged, too. Stage of skillful maneuvering. No, I want to equip that to someone else. We'll do... this one. Okay. I am not gonna lie, I am very, very, very excited to actually go through this game from start to finish. The series, sorry, from start to finish. I feel like I've been trying for... are... I don't know how loud it is for everyone, but the combat is very, very loud in my ears. So I will keep the audio turned down for me, but turn it up for you guys. I feel like for the past year, I've been like trying to get people to play all these Dragon Age games, and no one will play them with me. So, I will play them for everyone, so you guys can just watch.
Over with.
Darnisu. What's this? Okay, so the fun story is way back when I first played this game, like way back in 2009. I played this game. We got it for... There was a Boxing Day sale at Walmart, and we had money we got from Christmas, so my sisters were like, hey, let's pick up Dragon Age. Turns out it was a good idea.
This must be the cave. I don't recall seeing this before, do you? My thoughts exactly. With luck, we'll find something that will make us clan heroes.
Yep, and my sister said, let's pick it up. And I'm glad she suggested we pick it up, because she had played Mass Effect before, and she's like, hey, BioWare? Can't go wrong.
Looks like the Shem was telling the truth. But these ruins look more human than elven.
And the first playthrough I did was actually a Dalish Elf. Dalish Elf Archer, which is kind of why I want to be Dalish Elf Archer too. So loud. I don't care. I don't care. Yes, and I chose the violent voice.
Done.
And this was back when... Okay, but this game with the combat, you just have to press the A button one time. Just one time. And your character will just auto-attack over and over again. And I thought you had to keep tapping the X button. Whenever you tap the X button, your character speaks. And with the violent voice, there's a line where...
Now.
It's surprised that the actual...
Hey, cat!
Yes.
Another point for me.
Where the character says, "Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?" And that was what my character liked to say over and over and over again. So the general joke between me and my sister would say frustration. If one of us is frustrated, or if I ever picked that voice again, we would always just make jokes about saying, "Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?" That was an inside joke between my sister and I for
Can't
years.
believe this. You recognize this statue, don't you? Back when our people lived in Arlathan, statues like these honored the creators. When the Shems enslaved us, much of that lore was lost. This looks like human architecture, with the statue of our people. Can these ruins date back to the time of Arlathan?
Also, in later games, or at least in Veilguard, they pronounce it Arlathan. I'm not sure why they switched it.
I'd never have guessed ancient elves might have lived here. With humans.
It's a little bit jarring, at least in that perspective. There's also a couple of character names, or at least one name in particular, that they
These, well, all right. Now this is fun! Right. Oh, look! It's a fight! Oh, you wanna die! Going.
Those won't be corpses?
The difference in
This place is haunted.
treated. You'll see. You'll see what I mean. Trust me. But what I can tell you is our last thing is actually pronounced
Going.
By the creator. What was that thing?
Now I have a bow. Okay, so important thing also, level up your strength so you can equip good armor. Now, how much do I need for this?
writing says.
I'm just setting something up here while the cutscenes play for everyone.
It sat here for who knows how many centuries? What could be so dangerous?
Just any dialogue.
Don't worry, I won't break it. I wonder what this writing is for. Maybe this isn't... Hey, did you see that? I think something moved inside the mirror. Hold on, I just want to know what it is. Don't you see it? There it is again. Can you feel that? I think it knows we're here. I just need to take a closer look. It's showing me places. I can see some kind of city. Underground. And there's a great blackness. It saw me. Help! I can't look away!
You're awake. You've the god's own luck, Lethaline. You're back at camp. Everyone is worried sick about you. How do you feel? We don't know. The Shem who brought you here saw no sign of him. He was a Grey Warden and appeared out of nowhere with you slung over his shoulder. You were delirious with fever. He said that he found you outside a cave in the forest, unconscious and alone. He left you here and ran off again. The Keeper's been using the old magic to heal you.
Tablet's running a little slow.
She wants to talk to you too. Stay here, I'll get her.
I see you are awake, Dalan. It is fortunate Duncan found you when he did. I know not what dark power held you, but it nearly bled the life from you. It was difficult even for my magic to keep you alive. I know only that the Grey Warden found you in front of a strange cave, sick and alone. Duncan thought there may have been darkspawn creatures inside the cave. Is that true?
There's walking through them.
A mirror. And it caused all this?
I will be more
I have never heard of such a thing in all the lore we have collected. I was hoping for answers when you woke, but there are only more questions. And Tamlin remains missing. He is more important than any lore in these ruins. If he is as sick as you were, his condition is grave. Duncan returned to the cave to search for Darkspawn, but we cannot rely on him to look for Tamlin as well. We must go ourselves, and quickly.
Perfect. Okay.
Do you feel well enough to show us the way, Dalan? Without you, we will not find it.
Perfect.
I am relieved to hear it. I am ordering the clan to pack the camp so we can go north.
Get a little more comfortable.
Take Merrill with you to the cave. Find Tamlin if you can, but do it swiftly. Go quickly, for Tamlin's life hangs in the balance. Master Island can help you. Go to him and ask to see his
Perfect.
stock.
Alright. Check my screen health while being able to also adjust my audio more accordingly. Here we go. Awesome. Okay. So...
Is the Keeper sending you back to that cave to look for Tamlin?
this voice is so oversaturated in this game.
I want to go with you. Keeper Marathari probably won't approve, but I can help find Tamlin. Good. I'll follow you, just to make sure Meryl doesn't go running to the Keeper when you tell her I'm coming.
Okay.
So you have returned to us, Dalan. We
This
are
makes
grateful
it
you
so
are
much
whole
easier.
and well.
I'll just do it this way.
So you should be. What were you two thinking, wandering into that cave without first coming to tell the Keeper?
I don't know. You tell me.
I suppose your youth can be forgiven. Sadly, Tamlin pays the price.
Tamlin will be
Losing
fine.
you would be a terrible crime, Dalan. You belong to more than just yourself.
I'm
Or
sure
do you not
Tamlin will be
remember?
fine.
Would you even know the reason behind your efforts? I wonder. Let us tell these children of the fall of the Dales. You can honor me by sharing in the telling. Come then. Help me as I go along. Children, hear of the fall of the Dales.
Oops.
Hear the tale of what makes you Dalish. Would you care to begin, Dalen? Yes. Slaves to a terrible empire the humans built on the darkest magic. When it fell, we became free. We built a homeland in the Dales, worshipping the creators, and rebuilding the culture and history we lost in our long years of slavery.
I'm gonna mention this right now. So
They
much
were
of this
resentful,
lore
because we
seems
would
like
not
it's
worship their
retconned
gods.
in later games,
And because we put our people
but
first,
I think it's actually
over the
just
years, their
touched up
nations grew
on.
cold toward the
This game
Dales.
came out 16 years
In
ago,
their eyes,
so
we were
quite
blasphemers
16 years.
and cruel tyrants. And so the Dales fell. They took our lands and dispersed our people, forcing us to live in their cities and abandon our gods.
15 years
But
between
many
this
of us
game and
refused
Failed.
to relinquish our ways.
I can't believe it's
We
that many years
instead
between the
chose
first
to
and
scatter
fourth.
to the winds, wandering the lands. To survive and preserve our culture,
This
the
is not
clans
relevant to
stay
playthrough, by
apart
the way.
until the day the Elvenon have a homeland once more. We are the Dalish, keepers of the lost lore, walkers of the lonely path. Thank you for your forbearance, Dalen. You remember both the I will let you get
Oops, I
back
did
to your
not- did
tasks.
not mean to press that.
I pray you find... Of course.
Okay. The rest of that is irrelevant. I don't want to bore everyone with stories the whole time. Okay. I just, Ooh, Algernon. So, yeah, again, from between the first game and the fourth game, like I said, there's... seems like inconsistencies with the plot, but I think we just touched upon it. Although the pronunciations of some of these words are different, and that kind of bothers me. But
Moving on.
I'll let it slide because it's Dragon Age. I think it's mostly just the Arlathan and our
The Keeper told me I'm to accompany you back to those caves. As her apprentice, I may see something you missed. But our main objective is to find Tamlin, of course. We must make haste. He may not have much time. That depends on the Keeper. I thought we're supposed to go alone. She is. I suppose I needn't worry about it.
Yeah, she's totally
Are you
cool with
ready?
it. Yeah, sure. Gotcha.
Then let us make haste while daylight lasts.
Absolutely, totally cool. And another difference is, like pronunciations, is they pronounce her name Gillanon, not Gillanane. So I don't know which one's actually the proper pronunciation.
Yes.
Die, damn you!
All right.
What were those things? Were those Darkspawn? I've never seen anything like them.
So
You can
he's
smell the
skipping
evil on
dialogue,
them.
too.
Where did they come from? Were they here before? What would Darkspawn have to do with our people? The stories say our Lathan fell long before the Darkspawn appeared. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Let's hope we don't find any more of these monsters. Before we go, are you all right? Were you hurt during the fight?
You do look quite pale, now that Meryl's mentioned it.
It's just my headphones.
Well, I'll keep an eye on you. You've only just recovered from your illness. But let's not think of that
Really,
now.
though,
We should move on.
this game is very loud in my headphones. And looking at the mixer down here, it shouldn't be as loud for you guys. I hope. If it is, just let me know and I can turn the audio down.
I wonder whose camp this is. Do you remember it being here? The Grey Warden said he was returning to the cave. Perhaps this is his camp. If so, he's not here now. And we've seen no sign of Tamlin. Maybe we should... Wait. Do you hear that? Exactly. The forest is too... still. Something's in the air. something unnatural. It seems whatever you woke up inside that cave has spread outside. The sooner we find this cave and Tamlin, the sooner we can leave. Take us there quickly.
I sense some darkspawn!
Dude, do you have to sing-song that, really?
I'm off. All right.
For the Dales!
We can't let this stop us!
Not possible. And I am going to have plans for tomorrow, and I have plans for what day is today? Wednesday, Friday. And then once I have things a little more consistent, I'm going to actually release a schedule for streaming. Like I said, this is kind of more of like a test week where I start some playthroughs and get things figured out that way. I'm pretty sure my microphone keeps picking up the dishwasher. And I'm not even that close to it. I'm actually across the house. But... So yeah. I guess my plan for tomorrow is more just
so these
a
are the
Pokemon
ruins.
game. I'm just not sure which one.
They're definitely of human origin, yet elven artifacts are scattered amongst them. Nothing explains the monsters, though. But we must find Tamlin, or what's left of him. I can't imagine he's still alive with those creatures.
I'm pretty sure my microphone's picking up the mixer's picking up the dishwasher.
You're right. We should explore farther before I go on about my fears. I'm sorry.
Yeah, a Pokemon game, I'm just not sure which one. There's a lot. I'm deciding if I want to play one on my Switch, or if I want to play one that is on my PC. Not sure. Either way, I'm thinking, should I do a challenge run, or should I just have a casual playthrough? That, I don't...
Look there! Monsters!
Oh, this has to be from
It's over for you!
The best part about being an archer is I'm always missing my attack. But I have the classes and races planned out in every game, so we'll go with that. Oh, we'll do with that what you will. Okay.
It's done naturally. Crap, so simple to see.
Hey, how did I not call any of those?
Yes.
Yeah, I have.
I will make this quick!
No, don't tell anyone. That's all gonna take.
Die, damn you!
I'm at you then!
We must act!
For whatever reason.
All right.
And I'm a looter, by the way, so don't mind me when I walk around and just loot everything. I think I picked up that habit from when I was Super Explorer.
So you were the one fighting Darkspawn. I thought I heard combat. You're the elf I found wandering the forest, aren't you? I'm surprised you have recovered.
Even if you didn't owe this human your life, a Grey Warden deserves respect.
He owes me nothing. It was my duty to return an injured Dalish to your clan. Your people have always been allies with the Grey Wardens. You're quite welcome. Perhaps you'll do the same for me sometime.
Oh, I know where
my name is Duncan, and it's a pleasure to finally meet you.
The game sounds like it's
the last time we spoke,
now
you were barely conscious.
And Darren Atisha and Duncan of the Grey Wardens.
I have the audio coming from
I am
two different
Meryl,
sources.
the Keeper's apprentice.
And I am Fenarel. Did you come here alone, human? Battling all those creatures?
Yes, though I must admit you took a great deal of pressure off me. Your keeper did not send you after me, did she? I told her I would be in no danger. So, you and your friend Tamlin both entered this cave, and you saw this mirror. I see. That's unfortunate. The Grey Wardens have seen artifacts like this mirror before. It is Tevinter in origin, used for communication. Over time, some of them simply break. They become filled with the same taint as the Darkspawn. Tamlin's touch must have released it. It's what made you sick. And Tamlin too, I presume. You have it still, and it will infect others so long as this mirror exists. Your recovery is only temporary. I can sense the sickness in you, and it is spreading. Look inside yourself, and you will see. Confirm it with your keeper later if you like. For now, we must deal with the mirror. It is a danger.
Oh my goodness. Why is this game so bloody loud?
It is done. Now let's leave this cursed place. I must speak with the Keeper immediately regarding your cure. I sense no other Darkspawn nearby, so it's safe. Lead on.
I feel like I'm allowed to lose the rest of my hearing.
I'm relieved you have returned. And I did not expect to see you again so soon, Duncan.
I was not expecting to return
What
so
little
soon
hearing
either,
I have left
Keeper.
seems to just be getting
Dare
shot
I
by
ask
this
of
damn
Tamlin?
game.
What did you find of him?
I think there's an audio adjuster on my headphones. Just give me 1 second to find out. Let's see.
I see.
Yep.
Meryl,
I got it.
what about the mirror? Did you bring anything back?
I can answer that, Keeper. I destroyed the mirror.
I intended to use it to find a cure for this mysterious illness. I trust you had good reasons for your actions.
This game with
There is
everyone.
much to discuss,
I'll say it
Keeper.
again.
I have learned a great deal since I was last here.
Let us speak privately within my Aravel then, Duncan. Meryl, warn the
Feels like a
hunters.
dream.
If Darkspawn are about, I want the clan prepared.
Manuvinen, Keeper, right away.
Darlene, allow me
A
some time to
real-life
speak
dream.
with Duncan. Seek us out at my Aravel later, and we can discuss your cure. Tell Hiren Paival what has occurred. He now has the sad task of preparing a service
Again,
for the
I'm
dead.
only used to
Follow me,
skipping
Duncan.
dialogue, 'cause
I'm
I've
eager to
been through
hear
the
what you
game
have
enough
to say.
times, but I'll keep the dialogue consistent for everyone. Or not consistent, sorry. I'll keep the dialogue going for everyone. Let's see. So given that this is definitely going to be more of a casual playthrough, I'm not going to worry about optimizing builds either.
Moving on.
Before anyone shouts at me
I
through
don't
the
think
screen.
so. And done.
I am not doing optimized
So you return
builds.
with the Grey Warden, but without Tamlin.
I'm doing
What
my
happened,
own build,
Galen?
my own build, which is
Is
I
he
do
truly
whatever
lost
I
to
want.
us? So, another of our children has perished. To think I'd live to see this. It seems the will of the creators that I sing the dirge for those I held in my arms as babes. I think I know why our immortal ancestors would sleep.
Because weirdly enough, the only game
Swiftly do stars burn
on
a
Nightmare
path
where I
across the
wasn't
sky,
a mage
hastening to
was
place one last kiss upon your
the rest
eye.
of them I was a mage.
Tenderly land enfolds you in slumber, softening the
Inquisition,
rolling
I was a
thunder.
rogue.
Dagger,
Turns out,
now
Rogue
sheathed.
Inquisition is easiest.
Bow no longer tense. During this, your last hour, only silence.
If there's no audio skips, my tablet had to update, and that's how I have a certain setting.
Of course.
One of my settings is attached
We've
to my
no
tablet,
body
but
to
I have
return to the
restart it.
soil, but we shall still sing for Tamlin.
Bear with me if
The
anything
creators
happens,
must
please.
come to guide him to the beyond. Tell the Keeper, it shall be done before the clan is ready to move on. I ask only one thing, if I may. This Grey Warden. You have met him now, yes? Is he a good man?
That's debatable.
Interesting. What is it he talks to the Keeper
If
about,
you
I
know
wonder?
about Duncan's past, I would say
Perhaps
that's
you
why
should
it's
go and
pretty
ask.
debatable. But I'm not going into story time.
Of course. May the
Story
gods
time with
guide your
Cat,
path,
not
Dalen.
Anyway, I do like this because this is one of the 2 origins where you see, I think there's just a 2, or was it 3? Where you
Your
see
keeper and I have
Darkspawn.
spoken, and we've
You
come to
see
an
the-
arrangement that concerns you.
the dwarf
My
crawler I
order
just
is in need of help. You are in need of a cure.
I don't go through the
When
dwarf
I leave,
origin
I hope
stories
you will
very much.
join me. You would make an excellent Grey Warden.
Yes, Dalen. Your life
I'm struggling
depends
to
on it.
remember.
The Darkspawn taint courses through your veins. That you recovered at all is remarkable. But eventually the taint will sicken and kill you, or worse. The Grey Wardens can prevent that. But it means joining us. I welcome you to the Order. It is rare to have a Dalish amongst us, but they have always served with distinction.
I know you'll do your clan proud, Dalen. Take this ring.
Feel bad too, because
It is your heritage, and will protect you against the darkness to
Will
come.
be a dwarf.
A valuable gift.
I might switch it when I get
So,
to Vale.
Are you ready to go? Then say your farewells, and let us be off. We have much ground to cover.
Come then, Dalen. Before the creators guide you from us, let your clan embrace you one last time.
90% of the time, when I play Inquisition, I'm always an elf. 90% of the time, I'm always... 90% of the time when I play Inquisition, I'm an elf. Because of this story. You'll know what I'm talking about when we get there. But I'm not gonna say anything. Let's just put it this way. Elves are very, very, very important to the lore in Dragon Age. And you can't be an elf in 2. You can only be a human. Now it seems like it sucks, but there's a reason for it. We'll get.
We
when
will be
get to that
traveling
bridge,
south
we'll
through the
get to that
hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar,
We'll
on the
cross
edges
that
of the
bridge when we get
Korkari
to it. I
Wilds.
lost that saying.
The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern
I don't know what I'm
lowlands.
talking about.
It's fitting we
Don't
make
blame
our
me.
stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times. But
I didn't
here is
skip
where the
any
bulk of the
frames.
Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now.
Oh shoot, I was gonna
If
work
it
on
spreads to the north,
updating the quality of
Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
check that.
King Kaelan, I
I'll check
didn't
that
expect
A royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all.
You're gonna have a
Glorious.
nice, long, happy life.
The other
King
wardens
Kaelan.
told me you'd found a promising recruit.
I'm
I take
sure
it this
you
is he?
will.
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so
Like I
formal,
made my
Duncan.
character racist.
We'll be
but
shedding
trust me,
blood
he's
together
actually
after all. Oh there, friend. Might I know your name? Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. You are Dalish,
But
are
weirdly
you
enough,
not?
this is actually
I hear
the
your
only
people possess
game
remarkable
out of the
skill
four where
and
my
honor.
favorite companion is the elf companion, which is weird.
Well, I admire you for being so civil to a race that's treated yours so terribly. I tell you this, you are very welcome here. The Grey Wardens will benefit greatly with you amongst them. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different. Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the Blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
Excuse me. Goodness. So, because...
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
I cannot tell you how long this playthrough is going to take, 'cause I don't remember how long this game is with cutscenes.
True.
I'm so used to playing it.
Despite the victory so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Probably the fountain.
Yes, we should proceed with the ritual.
They taste different than the great value ones. Yeah, they taste more organic. Like actual raisins. They taste more like actual raisins.
Feel free to explore
Joe
the camp
Fresh,
here
I
as you
think.
wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Okay, so I don't need to keep an eye on this for now, because... it seems like I'm not skipping frames. Perfect. I have not saved it manually at all. Okay. Goodness gracious. Okay. Sorry, but that was a little loud. Okay. Also in this game, I know you should wear a helmet. I don't like wearing helmets in this game because you cannot toggle them on and off. And I do not like the way the helmets look in this game. In any game, really. I very rarely actually wear helmets in games. Unless I have the option to toggle them on and off, which you've been able to do since the first Mass Effect, but you couldn't do it in this game. Certain cutscenes permitted with Mass Effect because you are in space.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
Another great BioWare game, by the way. I recommend that one too.
You approach the tent of Tairn Loghain. State your business.
I very highly recommend Mass Effect as well.
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
The tablet had a mighty large update. Because I didn't use it yesterday.
I suppose you have a message for him.
But I'm using it today.
Hold on then.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume. Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
You don't have to talk to him, but I like that.
The Wardens are impressive, but not as relevant as Kalen thinks. I see you're a Dalish. Marek knew a Dalish elf once. Never saw an equal with the bow before or since. I suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you? Here for the glory, huh? Fair enough. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort. Then simply pray.
Then simply pray. I will turn up the audio on my microphone once my dishwasher is not running. Again, judging by the
This
mixer,
isn't good.
it's picking
I
up.
hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help. This is a Mabari. Smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood.
This is
I
very
have
important,
medicine
by
that
the
might
way.
help,
If you don't
but I
do
need
this,
him muzzled
then
first.
you don't get your dog companion. Well, I guess you... Can you still get him? I think you might be able to. This quest line, specifically.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I really hate to have to put him down.
The dog looks up at you respectfully, backing down from his aggressive stance. You can see intelligence in his eyes as well as a great deal of pain. This animal is very ill. Kill the dog? No. Fuck no, why would I do that? Roy growls weakly but does not challenge you. After you are done, he whimpers plaintively.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon? There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white, with a blood-red centre.
Doggo's very important.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
Although technically, this is the only game where you have a animal companion. The second one, you kind of have one, but not really.
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Turnlow game that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we
You'll see
find
once we
anything
get to
amiss.
Dragon Age 2
Yes, sir.
exactly.
Right away, sir.
So get back here. Pick. 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 Back
Hello? I'm sorry, is there something you needed? I deliver messages around the camp. You have a message for me?
I love doing this.
Then what is... Oh, wait. Are you the one I'm supposed to give Sir Garland's sword to? Because I think the smith's done with it. Oh, that's such a relief. You really saved me from the switch for sure.
Free sword.
I'd best get back to my duties again before I get in more trouble.
Not for me. Because I know... Okay, so this playthrough's not, again, it's not going to be optimized the way my last full playthrough was. Because I don't want to hear from anyone about how unoptimized.
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest
recruit. To be fair, Inquisition might be the most optimized.
He's not a man easily impressed.
That's the game I'm best at.
You should be
Although
proud.
it is the easiest.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
At least I think Inquisition's the easiest one.
Well met, and good luck to you on the
Or it's
battlefield.
easy because I've been
to
through
us
it
all,
most
in fact.
Recently.
Not precisely. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together.
Just my leg and I
It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp. Well, don't let this old mage distract you from your duties. I'm sure Duncan has much for you to do.
So, any last wishes? Well, you're not what I thought you'd be. Oh, me and Sir Knight were just betting on what the third recruit would be. Not an elf, yet here you are. The name's Daveth. It's about bloody time you came along.
I don't like
I was
this
beginning to think they'd cook this ritual
really
up just
don't.
for our benefit. Just to give us a good scare. No, they don't really seem the type. I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see?
Good.
And I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds. It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice. You sound just like the bloody knight. Well, more power to you. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
I don't think I'll need you for anything. Bye. Get out of here, jackass.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So
no,
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
This guy's not so bad.
Sir Jury is my name. I hailed from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Aemon. I wasn't aware elves could join the Grey Wardens. Those camped in the valley are all human. I did not mean to offend you. Clearly your skills have impressed Duncan. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance? That's not fair. I listened to tales of the Grey Wardens and dreamt one day I too would ride a griffin into battle against slavering monsters. I know there are no more griffins, and my fantasies were those of a boy, but still, I remember those tales. I never thought I'd be part of them. Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails? I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up, and I'm starving. Just ask my guard for his.
This is not relevant either.
I saw him put it in his coat.
I need to help this guy, but I like to.
Lucky dog.
Makes
you
me
Grey
feel like a
Wardens get
decent
to
person.
ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Is it just my tablet that's stuttering, or is the game stuttering? Okay, the game's stuttering pretty bad.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation. Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
Okay, no, it is just my tablet that's stuttering.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
Thanks, sir.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away. Much obliged. You're a kind soul, you are. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you.
Okay. Yeah, I thought the stream stuttered. Maybe it did, I can't tell.
You there, elf. Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously? What? Oh,
Jack off.
You're the one who arrived with the Grey Warden. Please, forgive my rudeness. There are so many elves running about, and I've been waiting for... it's simply been so hectic. I never thought...
I never
But please,
you
pardon
never
my
thought
terrible
what?
manners. I'm just the quartermaster, a simple man. No one special. Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand. Let me know what you'd like.
Okay, this should be okay. Sell all this garbage. Wait, what? Oops. Okay, now time for one of the best parts of the game, coming right up. I promise. I had a shirt with this guy's name on it.
What is it
For a
now?
long time.
Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I
Oh,
must.
this scene,
Get
I
out
swear.
of my way, fool.
This scene lives rent-free in my head.
You know, one
It's
good
been
thing
living
about
rent-free
the
in my
Blight is
head
how
for the
it brings
past
people together.
14 and a half years. Or is it? No. Sorry, 15 and a half years. My bad. It's been... Yeah, 15 and a half years.
You're not the first to tell me that. Wait,
That's about how
we
long
haven't
this
met,
scene's
have
been
we?
living rent-free in my head.
I don't suppose you happen to be another mage. And that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining. Right, that was the name. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before? I've only fought them once up close. And that was before the
not talk
battles
as
here
much during these
started,
scenes.
which Duncan has kept me out of so far. Tell me, did you find them as monstrous as I did? You'll be at an advantage then. Most new recruits have never even seen Darkspawn. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started. You do? Huh. That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
It's just my way of being able to check the audio. Okay, perfect. So...
Over with.
I'm also not going to do every side quest, I'm not going to do every collectible thing, I'm not going to do all this extra stuff because I don't think it's really that important for me to do all of that stuff. What is important is I do character quests, I do obviously story quests, and I will do some
You found Alistair, did
DLC,
you?
but there's some that's really
I
not
assume
important.
you're ready
that
to
I'm not
begin
gonna really
preparations.
bother doing it.
Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother
Unless you
ambushed.
guys want me to give you the
way
full
she
experience, in which
wields
case I
guilt
will
makes her stick her in the
stream
army.
the DLC.
She
all
forced
of
you
it.
to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to
Story
antagonize
related.
anyone, Alistair. We don't need to
I'm
give
not
anyone more
streaming
ammunition against us.
You're right,
Song
Duncan.
or Darkspawn
I
Chronicles.
apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each
Really not
recruit.
important.
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention
Twitch
that
thing
some
was updating,
scrolls
that's
have
why
been
it
left
kept crashing
behind,
on me.
magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can. The scrolls contain
wondering why it
treaties
kept crashing
promising
on me,
support.
because the
treaties that may prove valuable in the days
was
to come.
updated.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path.
Perfect. Perfect.
I will see you when you return.
Okay. Yeah, because there's...
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Okay. Yeah, so there's a couple DLCs. There's Liliana's Song, Darkspawn Chronicles. Again, I'm not doing those on stream, even if people want me to, because I don't see the point. Oops. Golems of Amgarok. I don't think that has any plot relevance whatsoever to... I'm taking your bow. Give me that. Jackass. Wait, no. Keep you with that. Yeah, there's absolutely zero plot relevance in Golems of Amgarok when you transfer your stuff to the second one. So even they don't even have it. The transfer thing isn't easier. On my screen, the transfer something it's called regulation. Yeah, people want I think I might, just because it could be fun. I personally think it would be a lot of fun.
Oh, look! It wants to fun!
Stop.
I'm off. Yes!
So yeah, I think I might actually wind up streaming that bit of the transfer. I mean, maybe there's some stuff that I am unaware of for Golems of Amgarok to DA2 transferring, but I don't think there is. Again, they don't even bring it up in the keep for DAI, so I don't know.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please, help me. I've got to return to camp.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of
I
here.
will do Witch Hunt and Dragon Age Awakening is another
Did you hear?
super important
An
one.
entire patrol
it's
of seasoned
extremely
men
important,
killed by
especially
Darkspawn.
if you want to go
Calm
through
down,
DA2.
Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still
Again,
overwhelmed.
you'll see why when we get
How many
to it.
Darkspawn can the four of us
Spoilers.
slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward,
This is foolish
but
and
this is foolish and reckless. We should go back. I still do not relish the thought of encountering an army.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Give me like 2 minutes. I'm going to go get a drink because I I finished all of my drink already and I didn't mean to. I'll be back soon. Howdy, I'm back. I don't even think that was a couple minutes. I am having a bit of issues with my head being sore. Because last night when I was done streaming, I was like, oh yeah, I'm done streaming, I'm gonna go eat, then I'll go to... I didn't eat before I went to sleep. So... yeah, I had, went 25 hours without eating, so I was a bit parched, and I think my head hurts because of it. Oops. I did eat, by the way. That was why I was just a shade late coming on to the stream. Because I wanted to eat before I streamed. I ate yesterday at about 2:30 p.m. and I'm eating yesterday just about 4:30. How about you guys go do something and not come back here? What are you doing? Get back there. Why is the archer doing all this extra work? Sir Zora, you're almost dead. How are you almost dead? So, also, one way that I play this game, for these games, I should say, all 4 Dragon Age games, is I always put the character I'm romancing on my team, so you'll know who I'm romancing before I even mention it, as opposed to anyone else, because you'll see how consistently they stay on my team through the whole game. Spoiler alert, I'm not telling anyone who I'm romancing any of these games. Although, if you know me, you know exactly who I'm romancing. At least the most I barely know. You guys, Alistair, you died already. Oh my god. He's the tank fighter. This is unbelievable. Not even an hour and a half in. This is a great sign.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have any... yeah, I didn't buy any injury kits. Shoot. Well, guess you're limping until I can get a kit there, Mr. Alistair. But whose fault is that? Not mine. So bear with me while I do this side quest. Okay, next one's up here. This really doesn't pertain to anything I need. It's just a quick quest that will help me get some extra money. And I could pull the easy route and...
what's this?
Not sell that, this weapon. This one specifically. You can sell it. If you're a dwarf noble, by the way, that thing sells for more because of the merchant. Because you can sell it to a certain merchant. As a dwarf noble, he gives you a discount. And sells stuff for a little bit extra. But, I mean, I'm not a dwarf noble. And I am going to sell it. I worked hard for that. So I'm going to use whatever I want. I don't care. Now, if it's stuff I just, like, bought, I'll do it. Now, I don't need to use it, but if I worked hard to unlock, I need it. Get out of here. Help! Help! Because I know this are very important to me. This, I'm not sure because did you need to buy this? I can't remember. I can't remember. Anyways, I'm going to be using this, and since I'm not a mage, I don't care about the mage stuff with this character. Like I said, I went through all these games on Nightmare, and the only one where I was not a mage was the third one. Because it turns out that game is easiest as a rogue. I mean, I've been through every game with every class. I've been through every game with every class.
Too fast for you!
Some are just better than others. Or easier, I guess. I don't know if it's better, I'm more just... Think of it this way. Easier on higher difficulties with very specific build sets. Now, I was a spirit healer in this one, and I was also a spirit healer in the second one. Whereas in Inquisition, I played as... Okay, the Tempest Rogue, easy. If you want to go through that game on Nightmare, I highly recommend you go through at least as an archer. You don't need to specifically be a Tempest archer, but an archer. Trust me. And for Veilguard, I would recommend going through it as... all the classes are fun, and actually it's actually easy to go through that game with any class on Nightmare. I went through as a Reaver Mage, or Death Mage, or Death Mage, do it that way, because of the ability to restart. Yes. I could show you guys right now. Yes. She's gonna hurt her eyes. Because I have it on the two screen and she's watching the second screen. So, words of advice from me. Take with that what you will. Or, you know, just play it however you want. Because initially I was going to look up a guide and I decided, you know what, I want to do all this on my own, and I did. But Spirit Healer in this game, by the way, compared to 2, is very, very broken. Because in this game, you can use offensive magic and your spirit magic, whereas in spirit healing magic, sorry. Whereas in DA2, you can't. They do not let you use offensive spells with your spirit healer skill turned on. Just to balance it. Turns out they were like, hey, this is kind of broken. Although normally, when I stick through it, I stick with it. Oops, I just said it. Is anyone even going to remember? I don't think you will. Maybe. Or for anyone who knows exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. These games being the only ones I am willing to go through consistently. Stop missing. The only games. I'll go through other games on higher difficulty and I'm so comfortable. I don't know all these things off the top of my head. I know all the skills just by looking at their pictures, not what they're called, and I know them by their descriptions. And that's as good as I can get. Because with this game, if I'm a mage, I like to be a spirit healer. With a warrior, I actually like being the champion class in this game. Like in the first one. And for rogue, depending on what type of rogue you are, because you can use the 2 blades or a bow. I mean, you can use them as a warrior too, but...
Over with.
Looky here.
Anyways, I like to be an assassin in this game. Or if I'm an archer, I pick between Bard and Ranger. So it really depends how often you want certain companions on your team too. Because when you get your companions, they have like the... You'll see when we get to it. Whereas with DA2, I like to play as Battle Mage or Blood Mage, I prefer. Although Blood Mage in DA2 is fun, not gonna lie. My first playthrough for DA2 was actually a warrior, though. Templar, warrior, best warrior class in 2. I will take no arguments. Best mage class is actually Spirit Healer, but I prefer to be Blood Mage. And for Rogue, I actually like being... Duelist is okay, but my favorite in 2 is also Assassin. By the way, Assassin classes in all the games, very good. Recommend it in every one. Whereas with Inquisition, because with Inquisition and like this game, everyone has the same like specializations, I guess. I need to save it more often. Anyways, with Inquisition, I love Rift Mage as a mage. And as much as I love Dorian, my least favorite mage class is actually Necromancer. If y'all get stuck in those traps, I'm not even gonna help.
What's over there?
Your own fault gets stuck in there.
Too fast for you!
Anyways, and for Warrior, not gonna lie, Warrior is my favorite class in all the games. But I do want to be a Warrior.
Look now. Even more Darkspawn. Look now.
Because I don't go through it very often with Melgard. When we play it together. I'll say we're playing the game. It feels like we kind of are. But anyways, I think for this I also like Templar in that one. If you want to make it hardcore, I would recommend that. And for rogues, again, assassins every time. I love the assassin classes, always. But for Nightmare mode, again, recommend Tempest. Because you don't want to be... If you want a more... How do I word this? If you want a smoother experience going through Nightmare mode in Inquisition, try to stay as a ranged character. Fight more ranged than you do close combat. I promise it'll be much easier.
I'm off.
favorite for mage, personally. With the warrior, I actually like the reaver, which is essentially kind of like the warrior version of the Deathcaller mage. They're both Morn Watch, which you'll learn pretty quickly is my favorite faction in that game. And for rogues, I'd say the assassin class again. I just like being an assassin. If Morn Watch, because in that game you have to pick a faction, and if Morn Watch wasn't a faction, I would always pick being an assassin. Hello, kitty. I don't know if we can do it.
Dead yet?
In here.
Any last words?
Cat meow. We got the fountain mostly. Anyone who's here at Shade Lake, both because I had to get a fountain. Or my mom and I got a fountain for the cats. And I needed to eat. And we had to set up the fountain. We got it because this guy, he's 11, has a lot of issues with his urinary tract. The fountains help with that. Or at least this fountain with the filter in it. Money well spent, we'll put it that way.
Yes.
And again, I needed to eat because I had gone roughly about 26 hours. Been eating all that not a need.
Alright, I'm game.
And I woke up and had a lot of food. I was gonna mention something else, but the thought literally popped out of my head as soon as it came in. Brain fog. Maybe I'll remember during this cutscene.
Well, well. What have we here?
Favorite oversaturated character.
Are you a vulture,
That's a joke,
I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder?
Controversial opinion.
Come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey. What say you, Scavenger or intruder? 'Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Ooh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
He said
She's
the
a
thing,
witch
guys.
of the
He
wild,
said
she
the
is.
thing.
She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there. Elves are not frightened little boys. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine.
My sister's cat is very...
Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess
I'm gonna
your
do more
purpose?
chaotic things, I
You sought
promise.
something
Just
in
right
that
now,
chest?
there's not a lot of chaotic
Something
things I
that
can
is
do.
here no longer?
Here
Trust
no
me, I'll have my
longer.
moments.
You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened. 'Twas my mother, in fact. There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
There's something else I need to do, but I'm going to wait until a certain cutscene pops up.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl.
So you guys have something to watch while I'm away for
Much
like
as
30
I
seconds.
expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Dareth. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your elven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe? Oh, if you must protest so quickly, perhaps I need not ask. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
Flemeth is great, by the
To
way.
listen to your wild
I have a feeling
tales,
you'll all
Mother.
learn to love her
True,
if you
they
don't
came
already.
for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and
Apologize
tell
for
them this
minimal
blight's threat is
talking.
greater than they realize.
Don't want to interrupt too much audio for people who haven't seen this game before.
Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
Can I voice another unabashedly controversial, however you want to pronounce it, I don't care, opinion? I'm going to speak for myself. This is my least favorite Dragon Age game. I know that's a very controversial opinion. Everyone says it is the best. It should be hailed as one of the best RPGs of the modern age. And I'm not saying it's not good. Also, I'd like to take these weapons from you guys. Can I take your weapons? Thanks. I don't hate it. But it is my least favorite Dragon Age game. At least I don't have the controversial opinion of DA2 being my favorite. I promise.
Amabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope. Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful.
I feel like I'd get
give me a
flayed
moment and I'll make this into an ointment.
some people. Or I will get flayed alive.
He looks
say.
better
The
already.
people who said this is
I'm
the
sure
best
he'd
game
thank
of
you
all time.
himself if he could.
Or best Dragon Age game, sorry.
A day, maybe 2. There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you. Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector.
Honest,
come back after the battle and just...
This game is definitely a game
look.
of a product of its time. You can tell when this game came out just from... It's kind of hard to explain, but certain decades or certain years of games, they have like very specific from the color filters or color patterns that was very popular at the time. This game's very...
Good. I've had the Circle Mages
brown.
preparing.
I'll just say it's
With
very
the blood
brown,
you've retrieved,
dull,
we can begin the joining
compared
immediately.
to the other ones.
Excellent.
Especially
you will
two.
need that
Two
courage
very
to face
colorful.
what comes next.
Courage?
So is Veilguard.
How much danger are we in?
Purple.
I will not lie. We Grey
Do you
Wardens
love
pay
purple?
a heavy
You'll love
price
Veilguard.
to become what we are.
Believe
Fate
me.
may decree that you pay your price now rather than later.
I agree.
Sometimes my
Let's have it done.
Cat
Then let us begin.
Its mouth doesn't
Alistair,
move when I
take
talk.
them to the old temple.
I should turn up the sensitivity. Give me a second, I'm gonna turn up the sensitivity on the thing here.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Hopefully that.
Why all
hopefully
these
that.
damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's
turn the
tradition.
sensitivity up on
Maybe
my
they're just
phone.
trying to annoy you.
My dishwasher is done running.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If
I'll
they
get to
had
hear
warned
about
me,
my modern, boring daily life.
it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you?
Also, I'm gonna post a
Maybe that's
picture
why
of
they
the cat
don't.
fountain
The
online
Wardens do what
after
they
I
must,
stream.
right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if
It's
I
not
knew
a
it would
cat
end the blight.
fountain. It's just a fountain that's good.
Yes, Sir Knight. Try not to wet your trousers until the ritual starts.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
Wait a
At
second, why do you
last,
still
we
have a
come to the
sword?
joining.
Or is
The
that
Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you.
I hear a
This
cat, but I don't see
is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
Okay, I will let this scene play out. I will be back in 30 seconds.
Maker's breath.
I am sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No! You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden. It is
2 more deaths.
Oh wow, I actually...
In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible.
I literally walked in as Alistair was staring at me with Duncan.
How do you feel?
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do.
Sir.
That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
Although now I need to turn my fan on because it's hot.
The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Hopefully you guys don't pick up too much on my fan. Oh goodness. Oof, hold on. My microphone just slipped off my desk. Just give me a second. Oops. I gotta put this back on. Yikes, that scared me. Okay. I got it attached already. Yikes. That was a bit of an oopsie on my part. Okay. So... one other important thing I need to do... oops. Attached it in a different spot from how I usually have it attached. Oh well. Alright. Oh wait, I can level up. Do one, 2 of those. Okay, so I want to eventually get this, but for right now it's not super relevant. Not will do. We'll do this one. No, this one. Oh, I have 2 level ups. Oh, whoops. I'm just checking one thing. Hold on. Okay, so I was checking the audio as juxtaposed to my fan. You guys can't hear my fan. Again, I apologize if you can, but it is way too hot to not have my fan on. I
Hello
do, however,
again.
have the microphone.
Is there something you need?
Back
Some supplies, perhaps? Let me know what you'd like.
Well, let me know what you'd like. Let's see, so... Very important if you want maximum inventory space. There. You want to get that backpack because you'll see very shortly. This merchant doesn't stick around very long, so you're gonna want to get that backpack. I know some tips and tricks, I promise. I didn't equip any of that stuff to Alistair. Oh my goodness. I totally meant to... shoot. Actually, I'm just gonna sell all this. No, wait, hold on. No. What I want to do is equip the studded leather, because studded leather is better. I personally like studded.
Hello again. Is this?
Studded
Let me know what you'd like.
Better than regular. Oops. Better than regular leather. That I forgot to equip all this stuff to Alistair. I guess I was just kind of overexcited. By overexcited, I mean I was very happy to be able to stream this for everyone, and I just kind of keep forgetting to do some things. Okay, I think that's all I need to do before I move on with the story.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order. Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
I got everything set up.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines. And then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from cover.
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
I promise the story does
Then we
get
should
better.
send our best.
I really do promise.
Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain.
It gets
Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, Mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough. This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Kalen. A glorious moment for us all.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Logain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right? Yes, so am I.
You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
Easy.
We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for. Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Now it's time to get serious. Oh, right. Before I forget, as I was just complaining about forgetting to equip all that stuff to Alistair, I should equip all that stuff to Alistair. Before I forget again. For now, you get this one, I guess. You want to know why I don't usually wear the helmets in this game? There you go, that's why. Okay. I actually remembered this time, hooray! Enjoy this beautiful 2009 cinematic. I'll be completely honest, this game does look good for when it came out in 2009.
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Still holds up.
Of course it will. The Blight ends here.
But still. It's still not the greatest. It's still not the best thing. The Darkspawn look best. For all of them, but the Ogre I love. Like, you look at these things, and I see people telling me the Hurlocks look best in this game. They do not. Believe me, they do not. Look best in this game.
Let's cross the bridge and get to the tower.
feel like I might...
Help me, they're everywhere.
Turn my fan off in favor of
Grey
opening
Wardens,
up
aren't
a
you?
window.
The tower,
No
it's been
window
taken.
by me that...
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up to the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
Take one look at the windows in the living room, and you can tell they do not open. They are very long and very tall.
Oh, I'm glad! How amusing!
They're not very wide, they're very long. In order to cover them, I need to be very, very, very courteous. I don't know, not important. No one needs to know. Here we try to describe the
Yes.
You know what? Let's ignore me and get on with the game. My question is because I'm not trying to do a super over-optimized playthrough, because again, I don't care about being super optimized for this playthrough. What specialization I should pick? I've got... Because Awakening does introduce 3 more. 2 more, sorry.
Yes.
It introduces 2 more per class. But I feel like with recommendation, another peeve I have with this, you can't respec until Awakening, because they didn't have the option to respec your character in the base game. So if I'm going to... I'm always assassin. Bard's my least favorite for the road. Kind of like... I've played through this game enough times to beat it with my main specialization. How do I put this? You can pick 2 specializations in the base game, and then you can pick an extra one in Awakening. I've gone through this game enough times to have my primary specialization. Oh, how do I word this? I keep screwing up my words. Let me figure out how to word this. I always have what I call primary specialization. There's 4 for each. I've been through enough playthroughs where I've done every specialization as I tried. There we go. That's not know which ones are my favorite. Mention how many things how many times I did this. Which is hilarious because now with one going on, keep that in mind. There was 3 Dragon Age games in 5 years. And then there wasn't a 4th one for an additional just about 10. So Dragon Age has been a series for 15 years, but it's only had 4 games.
And done.
Stark difference to Mass Effect. Although it was a series for... When did the last one? I want to say the last one. If I were to recommend a Mass Effect game, would I ever pick Andromeda? No, absolutely.
Even more dark
If I'm going to recommend a game, I would recommend... Now there's another question I have. In the future, should I also find time to eventually go through Mass Effect? I can go through all these BioWare games. Because I do like BioWare games. I like them a lot. I feel like it could be fun finding time to go through not all of them. And have time to get people to actually watch a full playthrough of Mass Effect Andromeda. I'll stop moving on it, I feel bad.
It's done, naturally.
Trust me, it's really not that bad. But it was also back when every single game that came out had to be open world.
Maker's breath.
They always kept
What are
making
these
it
Darkspawn
open
doing
world.
ahead of the rest of the Horde?
Open world
There
doesn't
wasn't
work
supposed
with
to be
every
any
game.
resistance here.
That way.
Right, because clearly this is all just a misunderstanding. We'll laugh about this later. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Karen Logain will be waiting for the signal.
Perfect.
Over with. Waiting some help here.
BioWare is known for a lot of games, especially Dragon Age and Mass Effect. You guys like something style? I'll wait until the combat's done.
If you insist.
Okay, anyways. Okay, so... When it comes to the first games, again, BioWare has a lot of games, but they're mostly known for these two series. I've been through all 4 Dragon Ages, all 4 Mass Effects multiple times. I would say when it comes to the first game, neither of them are really like... What did my sister say? With the first Mass Effect game, they released the Legendary Edition, I think is what it's called. Like, it has all 3 games and all the DLC in it. I think she said it would have come out sooner, but it took longer because they had a lot of issues fixing up the first game. So that should tell you what you need to know about the first one. In DAO, I think Dragon Age Origins has a better first game, but if you're going to do side-by-side comparison, neither of them are very optimized for modern games. But again, that's for modern games. you know what? I'll try it. I feel like I'll try it. My opinion. Try everyone else. It's my preference. The second one, I love Dragon Age 2. I really do. But Mass Effect 2 is definitely the better of the second ones. Definitely. Believe me. When it comes to the third one, Inquisition, always my favorite game of all time. No competition whatsoever. And
Logain better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal.
There was so much criticism for both
The King
games.
is depending on us.
But I do prefer Veilguard. I've been through it more than Andromeda. Although one thing those games both lack is any real representation for things that happen. Kind of realize trust me, guys. This is the best version of the game. That's so foolish. Trust me. So yeah, I think I might... It'll be a long time because I have a lot of games lined up that I want to try playing. I have a lot of games lined up that I want to play, but not
that
sure
lever over there. Release the house.
Now, I'm going to have a longer game on and there's a reason for that. That's to explain when there's not all this background noise.
If you insist. Take that. Now this will be fun. Not enough.
So help me with missing. This is probably the worst part about being an archer. I feel like that's where you miss the most, is when you're an archer. But yeah. I'm not knocking the story, by the way. It's the gameplay Thanks, everyone. Thanks. Yeah, I'm not knocking on the story. If you love what I appreciate about this game, it goes onto the generic fantasy, a great evil and dragons trope really well. In DA2 and DAI, or Inquisition. Do you like politics? You sure do like politics. Thankfully, Veilguard is not. It has very little to do with politics. Okay. Actually, I'll do that. You guys everyone gets to see these suboptimal builds I'm doing for this playthrough. I feel like I should have taken a picture of my optimized playthroughs. I guess I could. Nah. Y'all get to live in suspense.
Some darkspawn.
The only receipt I have of solid proof of these PAI and I feel like I need to get all the trophies on the PlayStation, and I need to get all the achievements. think I should try to do a get the rest of the achievements run for Inquisition on the PC. I feel like that could be a fun idea. I kind of want to oops, no, not Constitution. I kind of want to do that, actually. Let's do an all achievements run on PC. I'm going to regret that in the future if I even remember that I was going to do it. Am I going to remember that that was my idea? If I get to Inquisition and forget about that, keep in mind it's going to be well over a month before I even get to Inquisition. Something scandalous. Give me your stuff. Y'all don't get to die with dignity. This is going to be chaotic. I want your stuff. And I can't remember if you get it if you don't take it off of them or if you get it. Oh wait. Spoiler alert. These generic characters with plain black backgrounds in Dragon Age Origins, they always are irrelevant to the story as a whole. They don't always die, but they're never relevant. Keep that in mind if you ever decide to play Origins yourself. If they have that black or really solid gray-ish black background, they're not relevant to the plot.
Sound the retreat.
Another one of those in a way.
Should we not...
Do as I command.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
Your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
Dang it. I thought there was a little more to the cutscene.
I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue? Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well. The suspicious dim-witted one who was with you before, yes. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
I know.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer. I will stay and make something to eat.
That was bugging my, my cat. Can't do anything with that chest yet.
See,
I just gathered
here is
some
your fellow
snacks
Grey
just in
Warden.
case I wanna
You worry
work on
too
something
much, young
later.
man.
You're alive.
So I don't have to keep getting up midstream.
I thought you were dead.
Which I don't
for
mind
sure.
doing sometimes, but...
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless.
Oh my goodness.
The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The
No,
Flemeth?
Kitty, get down.
From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
Sorry, my baby cat decided to jump up
If
all
you
over
know what
me,
is good for you, I suppose
inserting
you
a
should.
cookie into my mouth, and I had to get her off.
We need to bring Loghain to judgment. Why would he do this?
Now that is a good question.
So I had to drop the cookie
Men's
mid-
hearts hold
putting it
shadows
in my
darker
mouth to get
than
her off
any
the desk.
tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The archdemon.
The joys of having a kitten when you're trying to stream.
By ourselves? No Grey Warden has ever
Fine.
defeated a Blight without the army of a half-dozen nations at his back. Not to mention... I don't know how.
How to kill the archdemon, or how to raise an army? It seems to me those are two different questions, Have the Wardens no allies these days?
I don't know. Duncan said that the Grey Wardens of Orlais had been called, and Al Eamon would never stand for this, surely.
I can hear you, Kitty. Where'd you go?
I
There you
suppose.
are. You're jumping up and bugging me again.
Al
Oh.
Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men.
Oof.
And he was Kaelin's
One
uncle.
second.
I know him.
Oof.
He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet.
No.
Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Such determination. How intriguing.
I still don't know if Arl Eamon's help would be
fine
enough.
being up here, but you keep bumping my microphone.
Can't defeat the Darkspawn horde
Because
by
you're jumping
yourself.
up on the end by my microphone.
You have more at your disposal than you think.
Of course! The treaties. Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears. Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these 2 must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the blight. Even I
understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Allow me to get my things, if you please.
Let's make my controversial piece again.
I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It's not far.
Out of all the
you will
Grey
find much you need there.
There's always that
or
one
if
companion
you
I
prefer,
view as
I
kind of
shall
just...
simply be your silent guide. The choice is
I don't
yours.
hate them, I don't like them. Keep that one in this game.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned down.
As much as people...
It is far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Okay, I don't not know what the PNG thing is doing. Hold on. What are you doing? Give me a second. It's not picking up my voice, is it? Okay, 1 second. Okay. Fix this. Just ignore that. You saw nothing. I'm reloading my cat. Just give me 1 second. What is my microphone picking up? I don't know what audio it's picking up. Pardon me. Give me a moment. it turned itself back on. Oops. I am absolutely not sure what this thing's picking up in the background. But whatever it's picking up a lot of excess noise. I apologize for anyone who dropped in as soon as I started having more technical difficulties. I'm gonna quick end the stream and then come back. For anyone who doesn't want to watch part 2, I totally understand. So, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you, for anyone who's not staying on Twitch, I hope for YouTube audience only, I hope you have a good night, and bye-bye.